Happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday, January 4th of the new year, 2013. Woo! Happy New Year to everybody. It's been a little while since I've done anything for YouTube, really, so I figured I'd give something, to kind of make it all up and do a favor for everybody at the same time. Kill two birds with one stone. But I've been asked to share my story as far as my journey in the revolution goes. So I'll give you guys the abridged version, not the nutshell. I figure the abridged will work in the 15-minute YouTube time limit. I'll save the long story for Blog Talk Radio or Talk Radio or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, for me, it really started about 1.5 years ago when I really woke up, so to speak. I started listening to the Alex Jones Show regularly. And I'll say Alex Jones is a great gateway for people who are just waking up, but there comes a